the hell was that? All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of, I don't know what to call this episode actually. Well, you see, today we're not even really on the iCraft server. We're not in my single player world. We're not really anywhere. We're actually in my creative world, in case you can't tell with how easily it is to fly. But today's episode is really all... Oh, don't look over there. Oh, shoot, those spoilers. My bad. You weren't... Oh, my God. You're not supposed to see any of that. Oh, my God. Ah! Don't look. Ah! Don't look. Okay, anyways, continuing on. But today's episode is a bit more, weird? I don't know. Not weird. I'm just explaining a few things. I know some people wanted me to create a tutorial for the medieval inn that I had built. And I'm going to kind of do that. It's not going to be in-depth because I definitely don't want to have to go over every single thing that I did when I built it, because that just took a while. Now this one that I have right here is the original design that I created before I built it in the iCraft server. And it's actually shorter. If you can't tell here, I had... What the hell was that noise? Okay, that's weird. But I went into here, and then I originally had just two like window sections here, but it's actually in the iCraft server I extended it to 4. So this actually pops out a bit more when you look at it like this. But that's totally up to you. You can make it work like this. I just made it longer because I wanted to be able to fit more rooms for any iCrafters who wanted a room. Now to get into some of the detail that I did here. Oh, no, my lordy. There. Okay, so to get into some of the detail that I did, as you can see, I love to do things that are very symmetrical. Very symmetrical. I have to have things symmetrical. Just looking at some of the details that I did here. I did the classic, 2-step up and then, not 2-step, 1 step up and then a staircase. Oh my goodness, weather. Here we go. Hello. Hurry up. Okay, thank you. But yes, so I did the classic, put a wood pillar in the middle, do 1 block here, and then do a staircase up. You could go ahead and do it like that if you'd like. I just felt like it made it look a bit more bulky and square than I actually wanted it to look, so I just did it with the simple one on each side. Then we have, of course, our little window here. There's a staircase underneath the window, as always, to indent it in and give it some more depth. And then on the top, we have, of course, our little supporting beams coming across. I love doing this design where I take a piece of oak wood and I just stick it out and put a button on it. It just adds a little bit color and a little bit more depth to the design as well. And then, of course, I always take some wood as the actual supports, like some planks and stairs, and always support it, because in reality, you're going to need something to support it. So I did that. And, of course, I threw in these little fence posts right here in the corners. You don't have to add those in. They could look fine without it. I just felt like it needed something else to add a little bit of color difference. And so I do enjoy having them there. And put that back real quick. And then when you move up, of course, we have the wood support still, a little block of grass with a trap door to make it look nice, and of course a flower. These are bone blocks. My texture pack doesn't show any of the weird shadows that you get in the normal texture pack, which I'll get into more later. Then up here, we go up a bit more, and then of course the same little design that I showed you below. Then I did this little kind of arch to it to make it look like it has its own overhanging little roof. Basically, it's just a stair, a slab, and another stair. Super easy, cute little arch. And then up here in the corner, I couldn't really put a stair supporting anything here, but I could here, so I did to keep it just seamless. And then for this middle section, I, of course, did slabs, then a full block, and then we have the staircase with these wood pillars. But if you can't tell, I stuck it out an extra 1 block. Yeah, it went out an extra block forward just so it adds, again, more depth to it. I just love creating this idea of depth, that there's more to it than you really see. Let me do a later. Oh, my goodness. Cannot spell anything today. There we go. And then, so we stuck it out a bit more. We have this dark oak, of course, sticking out here with our usual design. Then we have our door. I always put the door inlaid here, and then a staircase here. Now with this, on the iCraft server, I actually had to change it to an iron door because we are on hard mode and zombies can break down doors. So if you actually stick this door here, here, like that, then you can put the button here. There we go. And it works with the iron door. Nice and easy, keeps you safe. However, there's this other thing I learned that I'm not sure if it still works. Those noises are weird. I'm not sure if that's how... No, it was like this. Grian showed this on his videos once. There we go. Okay, so when you place the staircase, I'm not sure if it still works, so take this with a grain of salt and try to test it out in your own world. But if you put down a door, the way you put the door down is considered the closed option. So this is how it is closed. And when you right click, it opens. Makes sense. However, if you switch it, like I did over here, so I put the door down, this is considered closed, even though for this entrance, it's actually open. So when I close it, which in Minecraft, let me just turn that down. It's so annoying. But anyways, so this is considered closed because that's how I placed it. So when I close it, but Minecraft thinks I've opened it, mobs can't break it down. Because in the Minecraft code, this is considered an open door. And for the mobs, they don't need to break down an open door. They're only programmed to break down a closed door. So this would be one way to be able to keep regular doors in your build without having to actually, like when you're on hard mode, so that you know they don't get knocked down by anything. However, I'm not sure if that still works in 1.12.2, but as of earlier this year, it did. So hopefully that works. I'll probably just go try it out on the server and see how it does. But yeah, so I stuck it out a bit. The design is still the same completely, except for instead of windows, it's a door. And then, of course, we come up here, we got our little arch still. This right here, you could easily put another planter in if you'd like. I just didn't feel like it, because this is just my test one. This wasn't even, like, my official one that I made look pretty. And then for the roof, I normally, if you can't tell over here, do roofs that are pretty high and arching. But I didn't like that. I did not like that at all with this, because then the roof would have been like here and then up and then like up and then down and then like over. It would have been insane for a roof. So I opted for doing this small slope. Like literally it's just a slab difference. Just slabs going up. Like over here you can see better. Just slabs, and then we have the outline here with the stone bricks, the slabs as well. So much simpler, and it looks less of a defining moment, so you can actually look at the rest of the architecture better, which is what I love. Then over here, this is the only staircase to get up. You could add one inside certainly, but I decided not to and just make this entire thing turn into oh my god, they're so loud too. Turn the entire upstairs area into rooms. I guess they're not even friendly. Oh, it worked. Okay. And so up the staircase, then we have our little, just a simple archway door here. Again, you could do the door trick. Then we have, of course, our outlines all with dark oak. Some more planter boxes, which I didn't do this many planter boxes on the server. However, it'll work. You can really just change it up. It doesn't really matter. Down here, with the arches, I wanted to build this overhang of sorts and it lead into here underneath the staircase. So this is one entrance into the actual inn. And then over here you can see, like, I have these, I did a block of cobblestone, then 3 fence pillars, then I did a block of dark oak, another block of dark oak, and then a dark oak log and a slab on top so that no one can jump off, and then of course fences for extra color. Then for the design, I did a staircase upside down, block, staircase like this, block, staircase upside down. Just like that on both sides. And then here, this one I did a little bit wider. It's not like that on the server. I changed that a bit as well. But this is another arch you could do, an upside down, and then planks, and then an upside down, meeting another upside down with planks and an upside down. Just like that. But yeah, and then for the inside part, oh, hello, Mr. Spider. Inside part, we have still the usual stone and then stair, stone and stair, and then down here we just have stone. The hell was that? What the hell was that? You know, it might be because of, I added on this pack, this Epic Sounds add-on for ambient environment. It might be that, because a lot of those noises I've never heard before in Minecraft, and they are freaking me out. So I might have to get rid of that. They sound good with all, like, placing blocks and stuff like that, but everything else has been a little creepy, to say the least. And then as you can see, we did the understairs, of course, the panes, the upper stairs, and then we just have the simple planks outlining it as well. These are half slabs so that you get a little bit more depth. And it's the same pattern pretty much for all things. We can go ahead and put down some torches like I did in the oh my god, I can't spell. In the server, like so. I did like this so that there's some light. And this actually became a doorway as well inside, like I mentioned earlier. But it lights up nicely. You can make this storage. You can make this whatever you'd like. I ended up making it storage area and a little well because it seems like something they would need in a medieval inn. But yeah, so that's all the underpart side. Then the other side over here, this side I pretty much just copied. I changed it a bit on the server. I have some wall sections that are designed like this where they're 5 wide in between the logs and they have 2 windows. Some I made similar to here where it's 4 wide and they have in between the logs. Just because I did 4 here, so it made more sense. It flips. It's not like an odd number. I think it's an even number. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I did. You can alternate between the two. You can create different patterns. That's totally fine. Whatever you think looks best. Like, it's free for all. It's Minecraft. You're allowed to build what you want. Build what you want, okay? This is just ideas. These are just ideas of what I took and I ran with. But build what you want. Got it? Good. Okay, continuing on. But yeah, so we did, of course, the usual inlay, and then we have our logs, of course. Up here, it's still the same bone blocks with the planter boxes. This doorway is almost literally copied. Actually, I think it is almost the exact same design that we have on the front. I wanted it to be a bit more fancy than the other one on the inside because it seems like another main entrance. And then on the server, I actually had this. Oh my, hello. Hi. Jesus, it's like a mob farm in here. But yeah, I turned this section with all these mobs in it. I turned it into its own little, let's just put a torch here, because these mobs are annoying. I turned this all into, oh my god, get out of here. There's a wall right here, so this is extra storage. There we go. And then upstairs, I already showed you, it's all the bone block on the second story. And of course, you can make it as long or as short as you like. You can add on more sections and make it longer. You can push this guy out more and make it longer here. Totally up to you. But again, this is just the layout I went with, and it worked out pretty well, I think, on the iCraft server. So yeah, that's as much as I'm going to get into depth with the tutorial. For the inside, all I really did was separate the floors, and that was it. And just place furniture everywhere. I didn't do too much decorative work, but it works. I think it works out really well, especially with all the furniture that you can add in there. But moving on, the second half of this episode is all about texture packs. So texture packs. I have been using normally B-Dubs, B00-100's texture pack. There are some things about it I really like. There are some things about it that I didn't really like, and I wanted a mixture of it. And there's some things about Wells Knights, who also took a lot of inspiration from B-Dubs. Some things about his that I also enjoyed. So I kind of mixed the two. I picked and chose things that I liked from each one, and I combined it together. The main difference being B-Dubs turned all his iron into the color of iron, which is like a dark gray. And as realistic as that is, I liked it, but working on a server, it's really hard to look at iron blocks that people use as a white contrast block and see it be totally brown. It looks weird, so I changed it back. And then for the doors, for iron doors, I actually changed it to Wells Knight's iron door texture, which is like iron bars, and so the iron door's trap door also looks like an iron bar, so I can actually use it to make like a jail cell of some sort. But yeah, that is the main difference I can think of. Aside from that, what I actually have, the blocks I'm about to show you are actually, oh my god, that's too long. The blocks I'm about to show you are the only ones I have changed. The rest of the texture pack should be all vanilla textures. It should be. These are the only ones different, okay? And so, lo and behold, ta-da! Oh, hello, ta-da! I misaimed on that so bad. But here we go. So we got quite a few that I've changed, mostly focusing on the sand. And a lot of these came from B-Dubs, like, directly. But Diorite over here came from Wellsnite, and then Glowstone came from Wellsnite, and then I believe they both have this black netherrack. B-Dubs has a darker version of this brick, but I went with Wellsnite's because it's not really too much of a difference. Then, of course, we have the birch logs. I like them being slightly darker than completely white in the vanilla. Well, they're not completely white, but you know what I mean. And these came from BOOs. Then we have, of course, Glowstone from Wellsnite. They look almost identical to sea lanterns, only they're yellow. Yeah, like they're almost identical. Oh, I didn't know that made a craft. Okay. Then this is the bone block. And the bone block itself, I even changed the bottom and the top to no longer have the weird circle on it. So this is all the exact same type of block, so I can use it as a full white block if I'd like. I like the bone blocks better than concrete because concrete is actually bright white, whereas bone blocks are a little bit more yellow. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Or it's the other way around, I don't remember. But like, oh my god, that's not it. Well, I guess it's more gray. The concrete's more gray, and then the bone blocks are almost completely white. That I like better. So for different designs, like this I'm sure could work well with a medieval style, but I like the bone block better just because of the color it is. And then we have our sand products right here. So this is all red sandstone, which I can show you real quick just exactly how red it actually is. Let's go ahead and take this guy off. Yeah, you can see just how different these textures actually look in the vanilla. Like, it's almost insane just how red it actually is. It's almost as red as the brick over there, which is just crazy to me. That just doesn't work out. So, of course, we changed the red sand and the textures as well to look a little bit different. And then the diorite and the trapdoors on the far right as well. So let's head back to the resource pack. And then for the skies, in case you're wondering, I have some beautiful skies. They come from this, Revive Space by Aetherus EX for version 1.12.2. And he also is the one who had the Epic Sounds add-on that you can get as well if you'd like. Alright, but here we are back. Oh, hello. Why aren't you working? Why is it always raining? What? Okay, I did something wrong on my texture pack, because that's not supposed to be happening. Shoot, I did something wrong completely. What did I do? Hold on. Technical errors right now. I had the wrong texture pack. That's what happened. My bad. So the reason why I changed this is because in B-Dub's texture pack, he has the sandstone to be variable. He has like 3 or 4 different types of sandstone textures, which I totally love the idea of making things variable, but I would have preferred it to be more of for like cobblestone or other types that look like they've been destroyed more, so you can get more variation of a destroyed block. However, for a block that I want to look nice with, I prefer it to be all the same, so that I can go ahead and work with the smooth sandstone completely smooth, or these chiseled, the chiseled completely chiseled, and then these sandstone blocks right here, the carved ones or whatever, actually look like bricks, so I can use them too. And of course at the very end we have our diorite, polished and normal. So now they actually look like stone brick variants, and I absolutely love it. It's so much easier to build with, so much better for builds, and so on and so forth. And then of course our trapdoors all have the spruce texture pack. Once the update comes out where we can do different trapdoors based on the type of wood you use, I'll change this and we won't actually need it anymore. But for now, I want to have it because this is definitely the best texture that I can use for the trapdoor to build with. But aside from that, we are all set for today's episode, you guys. I know it was rather different. Not much building got done. Just a lot of explaining was pretty much done. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you got to see some cool ideas. If you want to see the texture pack or if you want to download it, just let me know and I can figure that out. But for right now, I'll just leave it as such. But thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment if you have something to comment. And don't forget to subscribe too if you're new. And like I said, you saw nothing. That is absolutely not there. Not there at all. I'm definitely not going to be building that in a future episode. Not at all. I promise. Totally promise. I'm just kidding. I'm going to build it in the next episode. I told you nothing. Goodbye.